Welcome back to coding. So last time I have told you about how you can score well in exams. I have shared some effective study tips through that you can follow and how you can score well in exam by keeping yourself calm and making the proper content. So as promised, I am preparing for you a summary based upon the notes or the things or the important questions you can say that you can learn for your exams, maybe whenever we are talking about C language or any other language. So I'm starting with the C language. So guys, if you like the content what I post, do like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. So as we talked about the different kinds of languages already, I have explained you about the different syntax of each and every languages, the basics of each and every languages. I have already posted about C++, HTML, Java, and Python. So as we have to not just posted of C language, but I am giving you the important question that you should learn so that it is easy for you to understand that questions and also implement that in your exam. So that these are some questions which will not be surely coming in your exam, but it will help you give an overview of all the content that you need to learn for C language. So let's get started with the question that we need to learn. Start with the very first question. So first of all, you need to just give a overview through the language, that what is basically a C language, through where the C language was come, basically the history of the C language. So that is the very first part that you need to understand what is C language. As you can see on the screen also, I have defined that what is the C language. C language is the high level language and it was used by developers in increase the number of language. C is, it involves documentation, header files, main function, declaration, and the functions involved in it. So this is the purpose of using a C language. That is the very first question. Next we have, what is the basic structure of C language. So whenever we are talking about the basic structure of C language, it will include all the previous thing that we have already discussed: header files, main function, then its statements, and then the curly braces and all. So first of all, the basic structure, as you can see the program over here, hash includes studio.h. First of all written, then in that case I have written void main. After that I have given a printf function, welcome to C. So this is the very basic program which you can write whenever you are asked about a basic structure of C, and you can define each and everything, like what is the purpose of the main function, what is the purpose of the header files, what is the purpose of the different kinds of statements that are available in C, and how this statement will basically work. So this is the purpose of defining a basic structure of C. You need to just explain this whole program and what is basically the purpose of C, in which all of this program works, like how we compile it, how we execute it. This you all need to explain in your answer. Variables. So in variables, you need to understand what is the different kinds of variables that are available in C++. So variable is the value that can be changed during the execution of the program, and the variable is used to represent the memory location. So this is the basic definition of a variable. Then you have to tell how we give the declaration of the variable, how we initialize the variable. So these all points will be involved whenever you are asked what do you mean by a variable. So there are also some naming rules of a variable. You also need to define that naming rules, that the name should not be start with the alphabet, the name should not start with a digit, the name should not involve some spaces between it, the name should be a case sensitive language. So these are different kinds of things that you need to involve in the variable naming. So this is the important question once more, that what is the variable and what are the different kinds of functionality that a variable includes. This can be asked in this way. So as you can see on the screen also, the answer available also, and what do you mean by a variable types. So data types, as you know, data types are classified into two categories. One is the primary data type, another is the user defined data type. In the primary data type, you need to define the data types like int, real, float, void, character, and these are the primary type of data types. Whenever I'm talking about the user defined data types include structure, array, functions, enumerations, unions. So these are different kinds of user defined data type. As explained to you on the screen, showing you the answer, that different kinds of data type and what is the function of a data type. A data type is basically used to define the type of data associated with it and what are the basic functionalities of the data. So this is basically the purpose of data type. So whenever you are asked about a data type question, first you need to define the definition of data type, that what is data type. A data type is a type which is used to define the different kinds of data involved in it. After that, you need to tell the data type was two times, that is the primary data type or the fundamental data types, and the second type of data type is the user defined data type. In the primary data type, then you need to write these are the fundamental data type that are already available in the compiler. So then you need to tell the different type of data type, that is int, float, double, void, character. These are different types of fundamental data type. Then you need to tell the user defined data type. In the user defined data type, you need to tell that it is structure, union, array, functions, enumeration, pointer. So these are different kinds of user defined data type. Then you need to explain each and every part, that what does the int type of variable hold, then what does the void type of variable hold, means the explanation of these and everything in the explanation of data type. So this will be asked whenever we are talked about a data type. These all you will explain. So there is no chance that marks could be deducted of kinds of operators. What do we mean by operator? Different kinds of operator. Or you could be asked a specifically type of operator that is available in C language. So whenever talking about the operators are basically used to perform functions. Operators are used with the help of operands. So the things that we perform or with the operators, that are known as operands. So this is the two definition. First you need to define what are operators, then you need to define what are operands. As you can see in the screen also, that what do you mean by operators and what do you mean by operands. Then the third part is that what are different types of operators that are available in C. So for that we will divide the data in the form of categories like arithmetic operators, relational operators, assignment operator, bitwise operator, logical operator, and the special operator. So first of all, when we are talking about the arithmetic operators will all include the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. Second kind of operator, that is the relational operator. Relational operator will use to compare between two types of variable, whether it is a greater than, less than, greater than, equals to, or not equal to. So this is the purpose of relational operator. These two operators are clear. After that we will define the assignment operator. When we are talking about the assignment operator will involve three kinds of operator. First of all, it will be including a simple, that is assigning a value. Then it will include a multiple assigning value, like if you give two variables the same value. Then we will evolve a arithmetic operator, it will check whether the value is equals to that particular number, means double equals to, that is the assigning of the operator. So this is the way through which we are talking about the assignment operator. Then we have a bitwise operator, and bitwise operator basically works with the AND gates. So bitwise operator will include shift left, shift right, complement, bitwise and, bitwise or, bitwise not. So these are the different kinds of a bitwise operator. Then we have the logical operator. So basically when we are talking about the logical operators are three kinds: logical and, logical or, logical not. So these are the three different kinds of logical operator. So you need to define each and everything if you are asked a full-fledged question about what do we mean by operator and different kinds of operator available in C. Then we have a special kind of operator. Special kind of operator will include the unary operator, ternary operator, and the comma operator. So whenever we are talking about the unary operator, it just basically means the single plus sign, single minus sign, plus, that is increment, decrement, size of, type of. These are the unary operators. Then we have the ternary operator. Ternary operators are those operators which work upon three operand: expression 1, expression 2, and expression 3. That's the syntax, and we use a question mark between that. Then we have a comma operator. Comma operator is basically used to divide the variables like a comma b, whichever we are defining with the int. So these are different kinds of operators that are available in C language. So as I'm telling you these fast in a way so that it's easy for you just to summarize. I'm just giving you a summarized video. So I'm not making this video too long so that it is not easy for you to understand all the things and learn all the things. So I'm dividing into some parts. So this is what the first part, in which I have defined you the some important questions that are most possibly to be asked in a C exam. So, and you can also learn this question with the help of a related to that example also. So guys, I hope you love the content what I'm posting. To like it, share it, and also subscribe to my channel if you are new to my channel. And thank you so much for watching.